Good afternoon and welcome back to Asgard and welcome back to Infitech. So, I've been fairly busy since the last episode. Once again, a lot of crop breeding. We've actually got a number of new crops. I haven't started planting them out yet because I'm doing it like this is what I call generation 1. It's a lot of like basic plants that we had. We do have some eggplant and stuff. And probably after this episode, I'll be tearing all these down and replacing them with other things. I don't have crop breeding sticks out right now. I took those down before the episode because I feel like I need to kind of watch them. So generally, like I'm working on bees or something, and I will kind of move between bees and crops and just breeding constantly. It keeps me busy and whatnot. But so I did get some dye crops and a bunch of other just assorted junk. No hops or anything yet. Nothing too crazy. Over here, this is just a rough setup. I'll probably end up making it look a little bit better in time. But basically, I've started doing farming stations for our just all-purpose farming. We've got carrots, we've got wheat, and we've got potatoes there. I've still got to add to it. I'm probably going to do candleberries and stuff. I haven't taken down the Thaumcraft Golem setup just yet, but that'll be next on my agenda. And then over here, this is already filled. That's why it's not cutting down the trees. But we do have some just ridiculous mountain of wood here. But I do have a farming station in the middle of this, just farming spruce for us. So that way we can stay up on spruce wood, and I'm actually using the spruce wood. It's getting pumped back here. We've got a thermic stone extruder over here, creating cobblestone, and then I've just got some Ender IO crafters making axes and hoes to farm all this for us. Now, I did test to see if the IC2 crops would work with the farming stations. They don't seem to do that. So over here, we're still going to have a bunch of farming stations for different wood and also for like Pam's Harvest Craft stuff as I get the materials to kind of expand it. But I have been, I did get quite a bit of vibrant alloy from the alloy bags, so that went a long ways, and I've actually still got a bit in the AE system. And then of course having the Ender farm over there has definitely helped. Up here I've started setting up some solar panels and some storage. Right now we have space for 300,000 RF, but it does fill up fairly quickly, which is probably as far as I'm going to take it, maybe. Unless our AE system just gets ridiculously big, because it can generate that in like a day easy from the solar panels. But then again, I don't know, because I want to fill this out eventually with solar panels. I kind of stopped because, for one, I didn't want to waste a ton of materials on this right this second. But for two, I really don't need it at the moment. I don't need this full solar array, but maybe long term we'll find a use for that much RF. I don't know. I mainly just want it for decorative purposes, because what I'm going to do, once I get the solar array set up, I'm going to go through and facade a lot of this so you can't see, it'll just be blocks underneath the solar arrays and stuff. And then go through and touch up the bottom and everything like that. And then if we hop on down here, I did finish out, we'll take a look here, I did finish the part of the Space Explorer stuff that we were working on. So now we actually have to make the oxygen gear itself. And then in the nuclear age here, I did finish getting the dense lead plates. So, and I did throw some extra in there to go ahead and start making, because I can imagine we're going to need it. However, this episode we're going to be working just a bit more into the space and the reactor chamber and stuff. We might actually try to set up our reactors this episode, maybe, because I want to start getting that plutonium and stuff. And then next episode, actually, let me open up my bags here. I'm going to keep working with these, but I did get an Imperial Princess and Imperial Drones. I have quite a few Imperial Drones, but this one's my favorite that I'd like to keep breeding into the breeds. They're not perfect. I wanted to get ones that had better environmental, whatever you'd call it. I can't think of it right now. But basically, these are normal, so we're not going to be able to use them in our mountaintop area. However, next episode, we will be working on CV with Thaumcraft. And then the episode after that will be automating bees, because we're going to use something from Thaumcraft, more accurately from Witching Gadgets, to make it so that our bees will be happy. So, it'll be very, very useful. So, we're going to do that. These ones, however, are nocturnal. You'll notice they're diurnal and nocturnal. And they're not terrible. I would like some faster worker stuff, but I haven't managed to breed that in yet. We really don't have a whole lot of fast working drones at the moment. So, it is what it is, I guess. But anyway, let's see. See, we've got our dense lead plates. I did notice that these are limited to 8 in a stack. And then we've also got our compressed metals as well. I didn't make too many extra of these, just because. Let's go ahead and grab that and that. Alright, and first up, let's go ahead and make our reactor stuff. So we need 3 reactor chambers to finish out that quest. Oops. Alright, so we'll also need a nuclear reactor, I'm sure. To actually get it up and going. The only thing is I'm not entirely sure how 8,196 EU per tick comes out. I'm assuming EV would handle that? I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, we need some EV machine hulls. And we actually have to run this through, okay, an assembler with no liquid. That is fine. So let's grab our machine hull, and we're going to need at least 3 more of these. So, that's not too much of an issue if I could find this. We are going to need a bit more titanium plates. And I believe we actually have the machine. Okay, we have a machine casing right here. Alright, and then we're also going to need some aluminum cable and polyethylene sheets and all that good stuff. Aluminum cable I don't currently have on hand. That is fine. We've got aluminum wires, so that's fine. So let's go get this ran through. This one? Yeah. Oh, we have aluminum cables. Okay. Alright, so we'll get this finished out, and then we'll go ahead and try to get this quest finished out and all. And that. Okay. And now we just need those dense lead plates and these machine casings. Now we are going to want 6 of these, honestly, if we want the full area to work with as far as setting up the reactor. And that's the only thing, that's why I'm kind of like, I don't know if we'll get this totally set up today, because they are fairly cheap. Why are you no crafting? Isn't this... Okay, wait a second. Let me see. Oh yeah, I need just reactor. Okay, what are we missing here? Reactor chamber, just 4 lead plates, really? Not dense lead? Okay. Well, that's where the problem is. I was thinking it was dense lead. So, they're even cheaper than I expected. So, I got the lead plates that we need, and I think we can actually just run these through... No. No, actually I think that's, we need what, 256 EU per tick to run that, so I think we'll go over here, and I think I found a suitable reactor design that we're going to start with. I do believe. So, and I'm really excited about heading into space soon. I really am. We're not too far from it, honestly. So, kind of exciting. But let's go ahead. We're going to make our nuclear reactor. And this is the one that takes the dense lead plates. We're going to need 6 of that. We're also going to need our energy flow circuit and a reactor chamber and an EV robot arm. I think we've got pretty much all of that. The data flow circuit might be the only thing that we don't have on hand. I could have swore, I can't remember, did we use that for something? Okay, so we got that. We got our 3 reactor chambers and we got our energy flow circuit. The next part of the quest, of course, has us crafting the nuclear reactor, so that's fine. We should have, double check, spent all that time just making that. I think we probably got, yeah, okay. I was pretty sure we probably had EV robotic arms. So we got the nuclear reactor and hazards. Now we have to make our hazmat suit, which it's about time because, of course, that way we can handle uranium. So for this, chances are we're going to need a lot of rubber and orange dye, correct? Well, that's how it normally is. Orange dye. Orange dye, orange dye. No orange dye on that last one. Let me see. I don't have any orange dye. It's what, red and yellow, right? I was never an artistic person. Yeah, okay. I actually have a red dye plant. It's a rose plant. Give me a second. I'm going to go out and gather some daisies and dandelions. We should have all the rubber that we need, but I just need to go get the dye really quick. So I will be back. Forgot I had the jetpack, actually. Yeah, that didn't take very long. Because if you may have seen right below that hill, there was some dandelions and poppies. Alright, so for our hazmat stuff, we'll go ahead and get the suit. And the leggings. And then we need, what is it, the scuba helmet. Okay, we don't have any glass over here, really? And iron bars. Iron bars, let me see. Close. Okay, let me go get this stuff crafted up. I'm sure we have glass. I have a bunch of glass over at the other house. That I've just forgotten to move over here. We may actually have some lying around. Still got to sort through all of this stuff, but I'll be back in just a second. Okay, yeah, we had some over there. I've got to get all the rest of that finished. Moved over. It's almost done. It's just like little odds and ends and ACT crafters and stuff. Why is that not shift click in? Okay, whatever. And that. And then the last thing we need was with the rubber boots, right? Rubber boots. No, that's a rubber dingy. I was about to say, I knew it took wool. Okay, so there's that. We actually almost used up all of our rubber bars. So we got the hazards. Now we have to make uranium fuel rods. So first, need to mine pitch blende or uranite. Be able to make uranium-238 ingots for normal processing. We have plenty of uranium. Or we have uranium-235. Okay, let's see. To make this, we're going to need to run an empty fuel rod and enriched uranium nuclear fuel. And to do this, it's just a lot of uranium-238. Oh no. And tiny piles of uranium-235. Alright, so I've got the suit on here. And it looks like we can process this uranite according to the quest book. So what we're going to need to do is, let's see. Let's don't want to do that. We can macerate and get uranite ore, and then wash it to get purified uranite. So far it's just normal processing. Macerate it to get our purified pile, and then we can get uranite dust, which that uranite dust can then be... Okay, that uranite dust can be centrifuged into uranium-238 and oxygen gas. So, actually it doesn't take very much power either. Or if we put it through a chemical reactor with magnesium, we can get it as well. Or, let's see, magnesium or aluminum dust. Okay, that's not too bad. So what we'll do is we'll just go ahead. Do I have any uranite in here? I may not. No, okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and start sending that stuff through. And then, let me see. Do I want to... Well, we'll give this a second to run through, and I'll be back in just a moment. Okay, so we got our uranite, and I think I'm going to run it together with aluminum, honestly. And we've got... I noticed that we still have our energy flow circuit. I'm assuming that we actually did have one in the AE system. I went through all that trouble to make one just to do it. Because it wasn't, I don't know, it wasn't pulling it up when I searched for it, but I guess whenever we crafted it, it pulled it up. I don't know. I have no clue. Anyway, there's got to be a place that we can set this at for right now. Possibly not. Probably not a place. Let's see. Alright, I'm just going to pop down here. I don't really want to set it next to anything because I don't want it like trying to input or whatever. But we'll just do that. So if we run our uranite and our aluminum together, it looks like it's going to take a minute to do this. Yeah, it's going to take it a little bit. So while that's running, we also need to get some of our uranium-235 down into either tiny piles or nuggets. So I think we'll just do nuggets. And okay, I think what we're going to do is we're just going to send our uranium into here, get it out as fluid. We'll grab a couple of pipes off of here, and then what we'll do, because I can't find just a normal way to get the nuggets, you know, without doing this. And then we're going to get that. Where did it? Fluid extractor. Where did it send the molten uranium to? Uh-oh. Well, I don't know. It's a good question. Considering there's nowhere else for it to send it to. Okay, let me go grab some more of that. I don't know what it did with it. It was there and then it wasn't. So, alright, let me grab a few more pieces of this. And maybe this will work. I was wondering like where my speed and stuff went. I forgot that I took off the there we go. So now we have some molten uranium 235. Okay, whatever. And then we're just going to send it into this assembling machine. If I can find the drum that's got it. There we go. Okay, my bad. We don't put it through the assembler. I don't know what I was thinking. We need to put it in the fluid solidifier. Now, I can't remember. Do we have one down here? Is that what this is? I don't think it is it? This is an autoclave. Okay. I haven't set up a fluid solidifier. We don't use that all that often, so I guess we'll head on back to the house. I am going to switch out that And that I'm gonna have to make more traveler's boots before too long. But we'll take this on back to the house. I know we have a fluid solidifier over there. Okay, so we got our nuggets, and let's grab our uranium-238 dust. Now this stuff, I believe we're going to have to run it through a compressor before we can actually make the fuel rods. So let me take a look here. Yeah, it looks like either ingots or uranium-238. Now, I don't think we can just cook this into ingots. Yes, we can. I lied. Okay, so we'll do that then. We'll just make ingots, and then we will make the thing. Do I have a smelter over here, or do I not? Okay, so we got our uranium-238, just like that, and that gets us our enriched nuclear fuel. Now, we need a fuel rod, an empty one, and so we're gonna, oh, not like that, not like that. Okay, iron atom casings with configuration 2 circuit. I don't mind using a little bit extra iron, it's whatever. Okay, and then we'll need a configuration 2, if I'm correct. Configuration 2 circuit, which that'll be easy to change over. I've got my screwdriver on me, so. Alright. And then we ran through this to the bending machine, correct? Correct. Yeah. Configuration 2, okay. And configuration 2, if I recall, is this. That. And that, and that. Oh, I don't know why I made 2 of them. I have no clue. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and change this back over. Otherwise, I'll forget about it. Whoops. Throw that in there, and I'll go ahead and grab that. I'm sure we'll end up using this fuel rod, so I'm not too concerned with that. And then, oh yeah, how do we combine them? What was it? The canning machine. Cool, okay. So back over to the other house. You know, looking back on it, like, I kind of regret having this spread off across 2, like, houses. I am thinking about setting up some travel anchors to use, you know, between, you know, getting from one building to the next and stuff. We'll go ahead and take the material bag. Honestly, I probably should have taken the coin bag right now. And we got uranium-235, we got gold, we got aluminum. Not bad. I can always use more gold for sure. Uranium, we have an absolute ton of. Okay, so that's got us our first uranium cell. And the next quest is the heat spin. That is for reprocessing the depleted uranium cell. So it's still, we're still a little ways off from you know, needing that and everything. So I just checked the time on the video. I know it's running fairly close to wrapping up time. So I don't think we're going to get our nuclear reactor set up just yet. Plus, I've got to figure out, like, I want to make sure, because when I was looking through to find, like, a good reactor setup for, you know, Greg Tech and everything, so much of the stuff is outdated. Like, so much of it. So, I've got to figure out, you know, exactly, you know, what we're going to need, like, how we want to lay it out and everything. The actual nuclear reactor room, I'm not sure. For now, I think we'll set it up right in here. And we may just put it right here for now, I think. I don't know. I'll kind of play around with the idea, and then we'll put our chambers like that for right now. And that unlocks, honestly, I think this should be probably enough. You know, having a 5x6, I think is fine. I don't know that we'll need to go that crazy with, like, our first reactor. But we'll see, because I've got to do a bunch of research on a layout. Because, of course, and I've got to do some testing, too, to make sure that it's not outdated. It's not going to explode on me. and whatnot. So we'll figure that out. Really quickly, we are going to throw together a couple pieces here for the Space Explorers. So I was looking through, a lot of this stuff is fairly easy. Now we are going to need some reinforced glass for this, advanced alloy, and some glass. However, I was looking at another oxygen gear. It's not bad. Actually, I probably don't have enough glass right now to get all this stuff put together. But I was looking at this oxygen tank, and I can't make sense of it because, like, we need a canister of liquid oxygen. That's whatever. A gas liquefier and all that good stuff. But we need these light oxygen tanks, and I can't make sense of how to craft these. Like, I have no clue at all. Let's see, can we get the gas liquefier? No, it's disabled. Okay. So it looks like we're going to need to get liquid oxygen, which comes from liquid oxygen. How we get you? Okay, I have no clue. Can we make the gas liquefier? Let's see here. Okay. Okay, see, we can see the heavy oxygen tank recipe. I can see that. Medium oxygen tank. Just for some reason it wasn't pulling up the light oxygen tank. Yeah, see, it just says, like, this is how you make it. You make a light oxygen tank with a light oxygen tank and a canister of liquid oxygen. So I have no clue at all about those. So I don't know. I'm gonna, between this episode and next, I'm gonna go get some more glass, and I'll probably just go ahead and make this stuff. Well, maybe some of it, like this, really isn't that bad. Because we can make that reinforced glass right now, actually. I'm gonna have to make another, like, scuba helmet. Why is it not? Oh, we need advanced alloy first. Aha. Which is iron plate, bronze plate, tin plate. So, we'll go ahead and grab a bit of that. Iron plates, bronze plates. What was it? Tin plates, I think. Yeah, I don't have. Okay. And we'll go ahead and grab that. And then, advanced alloy is really not that hard to make. Let me see. Alright, so we'll get our tin plates. And then what was it? Tin, bronze, iron, I think. Yep. Make our advanced alloys, or our mixed metal ingots, and then we can get our advanced alloy. Aha. So there's 3 of them. We'll need a bunch of more. Chances are, once we actually get to making our spaceship and all that good stuff, I have a feeling it's going to take a little while to get into space on here, because it seems like on my Crackpack series, I'm actually about to go into space tomorrow with that. Chances are I'm doing like the kind of checklist and throwing together the space shuttle and stuff, but it's like mega fast. Of course, on here it's like, oh, you want to go to space? Well, get prepared. Let's see, do we not have just glass? We do. I've noticed it's not pulling up certain things sometimes whenever I go to to use them and stuff. I have no idea why that is. And let's see, we need... It's 8 of them. Okay. That's sneaky. They give you 7, but it takes 8. Okay. And then also there's the parachutes. Let's really quickly throw one of those together. We just need some canvas. 3 of those. And there we go. I did get flax plants. Actually, that's another thing I did get. And we can go ahead and throw this parachute on so that we've got it. And yeah. Then our oxygen gear is honestly going to be easy, but we do have to run some of that reinforced glass with a small pipe extruder, and then this thing is actually not that expensive. It looks like crazy. I was like, oh my god, but it's not bad. Just some compressed steel mainly. We are going to have to get wafers, which I don't believe we can actually use the circuit fabricator on here. So I think we have to use the assembler with diamond plates and basic circuit boards. So I'm going to double check because I haven't actually looked about the circuit fabricator, but I'm betting, yes, it's disabled. I've noticed that like pretty much all the Galacticraft stuff, if we look through here, it's a lot of, well, not right there, but the refinery is disabled. Right down here, like you'll notice all these compressors and stuff are disabled. So it's definitely going to be interesting going through all of that. But aside from that, I don't know how much the stuff has changed, but we shall find out. But anyway, like I said, I'm going to end the episode out there because I know it's getting pretty close to wrapping up point. Next episode, let me know if you guys would rather set up the nuclear reactor. You know, we could try for that, or we could do our CV, our Centa V for Thermocraft and get that done. And then, of course, after that, we can start automating our bees. At least our Imperial bees. I've got those ready to go. Also, we've gotten really far in magical bees as well. I can't remember what all bees I have for, or how far I've gotten it. I know I've gotten it to, let's see, where's my boots? I can't remember exactly. I know it's just about to the point where I'm going to start getting magic drops, which I was looking, and okay, that magic reactor that I was looking at before, and you know, I said we may not use it. Like if we look in here, I believe it's nuclear age, just magical energy, this energy converter. Before I said we may not use that because it really doesn't generate energy. From what I understand, it does not generate energy at a very fast rate. Plus, a lot of the stuff is non-replenishable, like the shards and different things. However, I did notice that magical drops, like there's Eldritch, there's Imperials, we've got Mysterious, we've got, I don't know, it's such a big ass mess in here. It's all Imperial, Sorceress. I don't know. I think we've got the stage after Mysterious down there in the B area, but I can't think of what it's called. But basically, we're just about to start getting magical drops, which those can be used to generate magical energy. It's like 6,000 EU total from those. So I was thinking maybe if we had like a big B setup, we could actually power our base with enough of those energy converters. We could power our base off of the B magic drops. But I don't know. We'll see, and I'll do some testing in a test world and see how much power it actually outputs and everything. You know, I'm not thinking like power our entire like tech base, but what I was thinking is have a little area out here that's powered, because I would like to plug in a scanner and stuff, but you know, I can throw together the Ender IO solar panels, and that's not a problem. I can do those pretty much anywhere. However, GregTech is a little bit harder to come up with a setup because I did notice that all the solar panels and things like that are disabled. So right now I've just been using the crop analyzer out here. But I would like to plug up a scanner and just have a little bit of power. Nothing too crazy out here, but you know, something small. So we might end up doing that with bees, and it would make working out here a bit easier and everything, being able to scan our trees and our bees and our crops and all that stuff. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to end out the episode there. If you guys enjoyed it, as always, be sure and hit that like button and go ahead and subscribe if you're not already for more daily videos. And, of course, until next episode, as always, do take care, and I'm going to go do some more farming. So, hope to see you guys next time.